Hello and welcome to this review of Ezra Brooks 90 proof straight rye whiskey, charred American oak. It's aged in new charred American oak barrels, which is required for rye whiskey, straight rye whiskey. It's 51% rye. It's 45% corn. And it's 4% malt whiskey, barley malt whiskey. They were cutting the grass across the street and they made a racket, so I'm gonna reshoot this video. I already poured it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a wonderful rye whiskey. It was introduced in 2017. Well, the cork came right out of there. But it's got a paper cover on a plastic cap, but it's real cork, you can see that. It's aged 2 years, 2 long years, so it's a 2-year aged rye. That's the minimum for straight. Straight whiskey can be aged only 2 years, and it qualifies. I've seen some reviewers say 4, but that's not the case. These squared off bottles are the older bottles, so Ezra Brooks a few years ago went to round bottles, so they have de-emphasized this product, but according to their product specifications on Luxco, it is still made, but you could have a hard time finding it. I just ran across this and the bottle was terrible. The label was peeling off. You can see I had to tape it back, glue it back and tape it, and clean it up. I got some warm water and soap and cleaned it. And I brought it up to the counter at the liquor store in Belle Chase, Louisiana, on Louisiana Highway 23. I've never been there before. It's a nice place though. And it's on the northbound side of the highway. And I said, I didn't see a tag. I said, what's the price for this thing? Oh yes, I think he said $9. Something like $9. Normal price would be over 20. So I said, I'll buy it. I figured I could repair it, which I did. So if you look on their website now, typically they're going to show the Ezra Brooks 99 proof rye. Don't know the aging on it. And an old Ezra 7-year rye whiskey. This is aged 2 years, and if you type in straight on Yahoo, Bing, or Google, you type in Ezra Brooks 90 proof straight rye, it'll come up, and the website's still posted, just like with their blended whiskey. They don't produce it anymore, but the website's still active. And that's also a blend of corn, rye, and malted barley, but I don't think anyone is predominant, like a majority grain. All right, so the current Ezra Brooks, most of them are now produced in Kentucky. They built a new distillery there, Ezra Brooks Distillery, Luxco Distillery, and so they have been slowly getting away from the Indiana contract production. Well, not really contract anymore, because Midwest Grain Products in Indiana owns Luxco for the last 4 years. So, yeah, okay. Wouldn't matter really, would it? Okay, same company, same umbrella company. Copper, clear copper appearance. The aroma's minty, as you would expect from rye, spicy mint. Get sweet corn. And, you know, at 4%, the malted barley is not going to make much of an impact, but it might give it a little breadiness. Taste again, like I said, normally I don't taste these until I start the camera, but with all of that racket from them mowing that lawn and all the noise, I figured I'd restart it. It's just a straight rye whiskey. It's such a great American Midwestern states, Indiana, one of the old Northwest Territory states. You might know about the Northwest Ordinance and the Northwest Territory. The Northwest Territory, which was one big territory north of the Ohio River that was divided into states as they developed: Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, but and Minnesota. But Now the Southwest Territory became Alabama and Mississippi. Medium bodied, and a mostly dry finish. Low medium body and a mostly dry finish. It's pretty hot out here. But the humidity's low, thank goodness. Complaints? There are no complaints. This is an expertly made product. But Midwest Grain Products, they do expert work. I think what the distillery was built in 1847. Then Seagram's bought it, and then they sold it when they got out of the liquor business in 2000, 2001, really 2000 when they started selling. And still says Seagram's on the side of the building, and they still make Seagram's 7 Crown there, American blended whiskey. But it's an independent company that bought it, MGP. They have it. Well, there was some other party bought it, but they didn't keep it long, and then MGP got a hold of it. So they've been running it for a good long while now. And they're growing. They even have some of their own brands at Walmart, not private label or contract. Their own brands that they make. Uncle Remus, I think, was one. Never had them, but they're probably great. But even that Virginia Black blended that they made for Drake, the singer, it was really good in its own way. So I'm gonna go with 94 on this one. 9.4 out of 10. It's a most excellent product. Be curious to try the 99. That'd be a little bit too strong for me, I think. 7-year wouldn't be bad, but I don't know the strength on it, but the website will disclose that. Yeah, so track it down. If I found it, that means you can find it possibly. And yeah, like I said, if you see the squared off bottles, that's the older lineup. The rounded bottles are the new lineup. They got a lot of the old lineup left. So I'm gonna try to find that white label blended 80 proof. I am on the lookout for that. So 9.5 out of 10, a 95 out of 100, a most excellent Indiana for this configuration, Indiana straight rye whiskey. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Indiana and take an MGP distillery tour.